Hello, my name is Juan Pablo Tinjaca Huertas. I am from the group 12 of English 7, English Conversation. And today I'm going to answer the questions from the step 1 and the step 2 from the task 1 of English 7. Okay, but first of all, I'm going to introduce myself talking about my hobbies, talking about my age, talking about my currently job, my hobbies, talking about what else? How long I have been learning English and all about that. Okay, so okay, let's start. Okay, so like I told you, my name is Juan Pablo Tinjaca Huertas. I'm 22 years old. I'm currently living in Bogota, and I was born there. What else? Well, I have been studying English for 18 years. Yes, I have been studying a lot of that language because I really like the English language. I don't know why. I don't know why. I got used to keep learning English language every day with movies, watching videos, at the university with my mother. Many many resources. Okay, and my hobbies are, for example, I play video games. I have a PlayStation 4 and I play with it in my breaks. I like to play soccer with my friends on weekends, and I like to cook with my mother, to cook the lunch, to cook the dinner, to cook the breakfast. I really like to cook. And I'm currently studying the seventh semester of degree in foreign language with emphasis in English, and I'm currently working with United Airlines, helping the customers from USA about their reservations, if they have an issue, if they had a problem with their reservations, with the baggage, with I don't know, with the other passengers. Many problems in my job about the customers, but the customers are so kind. I really love that job because the customers are so kind with you and so patient. So I really like that job. Okay, and that's it. That's all about me. So let's start answering the questions from the step 1 and 2. Okay, the first question is, what is the purpose of the course? The purpose of the course is based on strengthening linguistic, sociolinguistic, and pragmatic foreign language skills and competences through the realization of oral production tasks in real time that will be performed during the course of the current semester. The second question is, how many learning outcomes can you find in the syllabus? Okay, I have found 4 learning outcomes in the syllabus. The first learning outcome is to demonstrate oral skills to express fluently and spontaneously about different cultural subjects for social or academic purposes. Okay, I summary by my way the learning outcomes from the syllabus. The second learning outcome is about to discuss about a controversial issue using pro or con arguments to combine a counterpart towards a specific point of view. Your specific point of view. The third learning outcome is to interpret extended speech even when it's not clearly structured and when relationships are only implied and not signaled explicitly. And the last learning outcome is to describe complex subjects with clear and detailed information, developing particular points and rounding off with an appropriate conclusion. Okay? The third question is, what are synchronic interaction activities? Those activities are considered as spaces that allow students to interact with each other in order to show their skills through different topics. For example, talking about sports, talking about politics, talking about any topic, but the objective of those activities is to build knowledge while the participants discuss about a specific topic. Yes, about how to speak English. Yes, how to speak English, how to speak English correctly, how to speak English. For example, learning about the grammar structure, learning about the pronunciation, We have been learning with the other participants how to speak the English language, and those are the synchronic interaction activities. Okay, the next question is how many activities does the course have? Excuse me. After check, the activities, I think that it's the well, I don't remember the name of the environment. I'm sorry, but after check that environment about the tasks, about the units, I have learned that the learning strategy of the course is divided into 6 tasks. The first one is about to reflect upon English language awareness. The second task is about the mandatory encounters in Skype. That will be for 8 weeks. Those are the interaction activities for this course. The task 3 is debating about controversial issues. The task 4 is about the speaking part of Cambridge C1 Advanced. The task 5 is about a standardized test listening quiz. Yes, listening quiz. And the task 6 is delivering a speech through a web conference system. Well, after see that, I think that it will be about encounters and listening and speaking quizzes. Okay, the question 5 is which activities in the course imply real-time interaction? It's the task number 2 because it's about the mandatory encounters that will be for 8 weeks, where the topics to be discussed every Friday or Saturday will be sent by the tutor so that the students can be prepared for each meeting. Okay, the question number 6 is summarize with your own words the course rules and conditions. Well, after read those rules and conditions, I think from my perspective that the rules and conditions of the course are well designed and structured in order to help the students to actively participate in the activities and synchronous meetings that will take place during the semester. Yes, those rules and conditions are well designed. Yes, in order to achieve the goals of this course. Well, how learn how to speak properly the English language with the participating in the encounters, in the activities, and all about related of the about the course. Okay, and the last question is your institutional email working properly? Yes. I checked that the last week, and yes, I was able to confirm that it works correctly and appropriately for the notifications and pertinent information that will be sent during this course. Okay, so to let's proceed to answer the questions from the step 2. Sorry. Okay, the first question is have you got an English language level certification? If not, what do you consider your level is at present? Yes, I have 2 certifications. One where in the results of the ICFES test I was certified with level B1. And after finishing a course at Sena, I was certified with level B2. And I think that that's my current level, my current English level, the B2. Okay, the second question is, how did you get the level you have now? I learned the English language using different resources. Watching movies with subtitles, watching videos in English, watching movies in English and in Spanish with subtitles, practicing with my mother, using the resources provided by the university, by the school. What else? Practicing by myself during my job, speaking with the customers. Yes, yes, I have been learning a lot speaking with people from USA, and that's how I get the level I have now with those resources. Okay, the third question is why are you studying English as a foreign language? Well, because my native language is Spanish, so that's the reason why I'm studying English as a foreign language. Well, not, I'm kidding. Well, Well, I consider that this question is about how I get interested in learning in the English language. Well, since I was a child, I have always had a high interest in in the English language, since I find it an interesting language. Besides that, this language gives me different opportunities and new experiences in my life. Because look, I have a job, and it's because I have been learning English and I have a high English level. Yes, for that reason, I am able to work in a call center, keep a conversation with the customers. Yes, and now I have the opportunity with another university to study something related to the English language. Yes, because I want to become an English teacher and provide all my knowledge to the future generations and help them to get more opportunities in the future. Yes. Okay, the first question is, how is starting a language as an adult different from starting it as a child? Well, we have been learning all about it in the previous semesters, that it's about the different ways of learning and the studies carried out in different institutions. I can say that the difference is because the children acquire and appropriate new teachings more easily than the adults. And when they are exposed to an environment full of new teachings where learning a language is included, they learn and appropriate that knowledge more quickly than the adults. Yes, because I don't know, they absorb those teachings, that information about the language, um, and they appropriate that knowledge more easily than adults. Yes, and I think that the difference is because we use different strategies and methodologies to teach a foreign language for children and for adults. For children, we use, for example, books or activities, for example, playing games to help them to get interest in learning the English language, and for that reason it's more easily for them to learn a new topic. Yes. um, Meanwhile, the adults needs to keep with the adults we need to do a long process to learn a topic because it's a more difficult topic. For that reason, we need to use different strategies, different methods, different, I don't know, using a different language, a more difficult language. And that's the reason why it's more difficult because, well, because I think that the adults don't have the skills to acquire the new information, the new information for them, um, faster. Yes, faster. Faster. Just because the kids are like, okay, learn this sentence, learn this word, and you ask them the next day, and the kids already appropriate that learning. They learn the pronunciation, they learn how to use that word in a sentence. Meanwhile, the adult, it's a long process to learn a single topic. Yes, that's my opinion. Okay, next question. How long should you study a foreign language? Well, I have been studying language since I was a child for 18 years because I started to learn English since I was 4 years old. Yes. I have been learning since I was 4 years old, learning with watching movies, watching videos with subtitles, watching, I don't know, what else? Listening music in English, and practicing with my mother at the university, at the school, even at my job. I have been learning English with many resources, and I think that that's the best opportunity that the life provides me. the opportunity to keep learning English and get more opportunities in my life, job opportunities, travel opportunities, have the opportunity to talk with a different culture, many opportunities, yes. So, well, it doesn't matter if it have been a long time studying this language. I think that that's the best hobby or the best activity, the best process, the best, I don't know, the best thing that the best thing that I have been doing in my life. Yes. Okay, so now the next question, how can you make language learning a part of your life in the future? Well, taking into account that I will becoming an English teacher, I will use different educational resources available to me to continue learning the language and improve my language skills. For example, I can use the books that I will use to teach the English to children, and I will use those books to keep learning more about the pronunciation, the grammar structure. Even if it's an easy topic, it doesn't matter. I gonna read those books, though I gonna keep learning even if the topic is easy. Yes. I like the English language, and for that reason, it doesn't matter if I have to read 1,000 of books in English. I will do it because I want to keep learning more about the English language. Yes. And the last question is, how can you organize lifelong language learning? From my perspective, taking into account the practices in the previous semesters and, well, all my experience learning English, I think that a lifelong language teaching should begin with the teaching of the difference between the vocabulary of the native language and the foreign language, to proceed with the pronunciation and then with the structures and, how to use the English language properly. Yes. For example, the using of that language in situation of the real life or discussing or in a conversation. Yes, I think that the base of this process is about how is the difference between the pronunciation between the native and the foreign language. And after that, we are able to use a more difficult language, more difficult words, more difficult topics to teach that to the students. Yes, that's my perspective. And I think that's all. Well, that had been 18 minutes. I really apologize for that, but um, I tried to do my best answering all the questions from the step 1 and 2 and talking all about my English language learning process and all what I have learned to, well, to become an English teacher and to keep working with the call center. And I think that's it. Thank you for watching this video and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.